Hello Stampers! Hey, today I'm going to show you how to make this really fun card. Love the colors, just got a kind of a fresh, very appealing look. So the technique I want to show you is using the vellum again and getting the color behind it and just really highlighting that. I hope you can see that really well. I just kind of love this card. And it was actually inspired by a card I did this spring in one of my classes, and so if you didn't attend class you kind of missed out on this. This one I used as a sympathy card and have gotten lots of compliments on it, and I love it in the green too. This is actually certainly celery. So let's get started. First up, I want to show you where that you can find this embossing folder. It is actually called Flower Garden, and you'll find it here in the mini catalog, the summer mini that goes until August 31st, and it is actually carried over into the new Stampin' Up! Idea book and catalog. So you're going to want this. It's only $7.95, and I just love adding that texture to my projects, as you well know. So here's the folder, and what I'm using today to get to that going is the Vellum Cardstock again. And if you've watched my videos before, you know that I like using the Vellum Cardstock just because it's a little bit thicker, and it's certainly a lot better when you do this technique. And if you look at the final card, you're going to notice that I've got some scalloped edging here. Now you can have it on either side, and so I'm going to go ahead and actually scallop the border first because I found that I like it on one side versus the other a little bit more. So I'm just using the scallop edge punch here and running that through. Now I'm going to go ahead and on the side that has the Stampin' Up! Logo and the Sizzix name, I'm actually going to put my Vellum Cardstock in there and kind of line it up a little bit straight there. And I'm going to grab my Big Shot here. Bring this big guy right on in here. And I'm going to do the standard sandwich. So on mine, I have it on tab 1, and so a cutting plate, my embossing folder, and another cutting plate. Now I just want to caution you that sometimes vellum, even the cardstock is a little bit thin, and depending upon your Big Shot, you may find that you want it open to tab 2. So just kind of play around with it a little bit and see which is right for you. So here comes our embossing folder right on through, and are you ready for these amazing results? I just love this. So here we go. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Do you like how that looks? You see it there? Great. All right, so now pulling back on our card here. Whoops, I got a little topsy-turvy, but some people say I'm topsy-turvy to begin with. So here's our card. So how did I get that color on the back there? Well, they're actually very simple. I actually am just going to use the Stampin' Up! Markers. Now, you know that vellum doesn't soak in the colors very well, and I wanted it a little bit muted, and you could probably try it with other mediums as well, but I like the markers. They're quick and they're easy to use. So I'm using Peach Parfait, Wild Wasabi, and the Saffron marker. And what I've done is I've actually gone ahead and kind of started doing one here. And to get that kind of subtle look, I just turn it over, and on the back side, I use the brush end of the marker, so the one with the fat line, and I'm just using the side of the marker, and I'm coloring in those flowers and those stems. And it'll stay wet for a little bit, so that's why I'm doing this before I'm kind of prepping the rest of my cards. So there's the end of those, and then I'm just going to come in here and do the green with the Wild Wasabi marker. Here's a leaf here. Another stem coming down. The leaf. There's a little stem there. Got some leaves and stuff down here. I just love this look. You know what? If you haven't invested in the Stampin' Up! Markers, you know they are such great quality. I tell my customers this, and I don't know if I've told my viewing audience here, but the markers were actually my first purchase when I joined Stampin' Up! It was one of the reasons why I did it. And I actually still have some of my original markers 8 years later, and they work just great. And you probably know that they get a lot of more use than normal markers. So here we go, all colored in. I'm going to add just a little bit of detail to this by bringing in my paper piercing pad and my piercer here. And on these scallops, just punching a little bit of a hole. Just You know, just adding that little bit of that detail, that little extra special look here. I'm excited because I know exactly what I'm going to do with this card. I am making some for the Stampin' Up! Convention, but I also have a friend, Margaret, dear Margaret, who is having some challenging times right now, and so I'm looking forward to sending her this gorgeous little card. So I'm going to just stamp a little bit of background here using one of the new stamp sets from the new Idea book and catalog. It's called Fabulous Florets. Love it because you've got actually solid images as well as line art images, so you can do multiple techniques with this. And I like it when I can purchase a stamp set that, depending upon my mood or my wish, that I can just do different things with it, and I don't have to get out something different. So I'm just going to kind of randomly stamp this line art image just to create a little detail in the background here. And I did that right with the Peach Parfait. And then what I've done is I've cut a strip of the Peach Parfait pattern paper. So the patterns stack. You get it in the catalog for $19.95, and you get a whole bunch of paper, and you can use it, do a variety of looks. And this is actually 1 1/4 inches by 4 1/4 inches. And then just to kind of highlight here, I've actually added just a piece of Whisper White. So this is 1 3/4 by 5 1/2, and it just goes the whole length of the card here. And then using my modern label punch, I punched out of the Saffron to kind of match the marker here, a little label. And I've got a friend stamp here from your A Gem stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp it way over here on the edge. I love the clear labels, oh yeah, those stamps, because I can really see where I'm stamping things. So I'm just going to kind of sneak it behind here. Just a tish. There we go. All right, now the last little trick is when you adhere vellum, you know that you can actually see some of the tape through here. So here's the little trick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over, and you won't see the tape as much when you do it right on your images where you colored in. So I'm actually just kind of coloring or putting a little bit of adhesive using my snail adhesive right there on my image. I'm just going to center this on here, press it down. I'm going to turn it over and kind of give it a light little press. And this is just the card front because, again, I'm going to take, this is one of the swaps that I'm taking to convention this year. Got a little bit of an edge here that's a little bit long. We'll trim that off. There you go. What do you think? Isn't that cool? You see that? I just love that. So simple, easy, but it looks like, you know, a wow card, and I'm sure that Margaret's going to love this card. So thanks for looking today, and we'll catch you again soon. Remember to check out my website for other great ideas that I know you're just going to love. See you.